On average, a data breach costs an organization in the U.S. about $4.4 million. According to a report by IBM, that's up 2.3% from 2022. The report finds that as data breaches happen more often, the cost to recover from one has been steadily increasing since 2020. And healthcare data breach costs are the most expensive, averaging about $10.9 million. Good evening, and thanks for joining us here on News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Zach Blanchard.
And I'm Chris Costa. The recent breach of Northern Light Health's computer systems brought cybersecurity to the top of a lot of minds in Maine. But Senator Angus King has already been working to strengthen that.
Yeah, Senator King introduced new legislation today aimed at making sure our health networks are secure from the federal level down. News Center Maine's David Guilford shows us the latest efforts to stay one step ahead of hackers.
American hospital networks continue to be prime targets for hackers.
Unfortunately, the healthcare system is one of the most vulnerable.
On Thursday, Senator Angus King introduced the Strengthening Cybersecurity and Healthcare Act, which would require the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to regularly test and evaluate its cybersecurity systems and report back to Congress.
What the bill really requires is, it says to DHHS, we want to know what you're doing and we want regular reports to see that you are reaching out to the hospital systems across the country. So far, to be honest, I haven't been satisfied.
The bill arrives on the heels of a hack of Northern Light's system. Leadership from Maine's second largest healthcare organization claimed no patient records were compromised, but it's only the latest threat to systems in our state.
We know this is just really probably sadly the beginning.
Stephen Mishu is president of the Maine Hospital Association, representing the interests of every hospital in the state. He said they've invested a lot in cybersecurity, but it's hard to keep pace with the criminals.
It's moving even faster than a lot of us can keep up with. And so we'd welcome any help in that way that as Senator King is proposing.
And your biggest protection is vigilance on your passwords and really that two-factor authentication.
And regardless of the precautions Congress forces DHHS or hospitals to take, the vast majority of intrusions happen because a human clicked on something they shouldn't.
It all starts, though, David, at the desktop.
David Guilford, News Center.